PuckChamp, coming in as the slight favorites of the series, gets smacked in game number 1. It was looking for a time that they were gonna be taking it for the first 15-20 minutes. Their greed wasn't really being punished, but at some point Shigetsu started dying a little bit more than needed, and then it was all the way YNT. Nagasaran unstoppable, spreading out the illusions everywhere, and the side of PuckChamp could never get a kill. What's gonna change now in game number 2? Are they gonna be approaching the draft in a different way? Well, probably. Shigetsu has always been the one who farms the most, right? So, I'm guessing that Young G is not getting an SF in this game. Even if he's getting the best SF lane in the world, which was the case in the previous one, he crushed the Ember. He's not going to be playing that hero. There is just no way. YNT, they're going to be getting rid of the Brood now.
10 seconds remaining.
Understandable. You know, Malik was a problem for them. I think PuckChamp are definitely going to be adjusting this time around. So the way that PuckChamp played, usually what I've seen is that they only have a single core in Shigetsu. And sometimes they don't even have that single core, right? They just have some pusher like the Lash. They have a Pudge, Carry, and
Radiant team ban.
there's something like a Tide, whatever, right? And that is how they have played overall on the side of PuckChamp. But now that I'm looking at them, they've been doing well recently, but there is some inconsistency happening with PuckChamp. They did lose against Sigma YNT, so I wouldn't be surprised if YNT, the real guys, you know, crush them as well. Though Sigma YNT have overall been doing really well, and they're the other contender for Division 1. I have to say, Sigma, they're gonna be playing against HF. Well, PuckChamp, if you lose this one, you're probably gonna be losing against Hydra. At least then you're gonna be able to be fighting against YNT again, because they're gonna have the same amount of wins losses. I don't know if in Division 2 every single match is played, because there is $1,000 difference, but there is no DPC points. I know in Division 1 it was specifically said by Valve every single tiebreaker is to be played. We'll see what the decisions are. Of course, tomorrow we're going to be bringing you the info, because we are going to have the tiebreakers being played on the 22nd. That's the day of the major, guys. So we're going to have some Dota here, even just before the Lima major does start. PuckChamp, they're the ones that open up with the Rubik. They're going to let the Lina through. So usually against the Lina, they pick up a Marcy. So we'll see if PuckChamp does go for that hero yet again. Of course, right now with the Rubik, they already have more catch than they had in the entirety of the previous game. So Lina, Clockwork. I always like a Clockwork. I guess that's the reason they picked up a Rubik, so that you don't want a Clockwork. But you get it. There is no Treant Protector. There's no nothing else. I say Marcy, right? Marcy or a Tusk now for PuckChamp. Those are the two that come to mind. BKB piercing disables, pretty much a necessity against the Alina. If you don't have them, you're crushed. Okay, they're gonna go for the Ursa. So no Marcy, it is gonna be an Ursa. Shigetsu special. Again, he's gonna be going for a Battle Fury. Let's see if this time it works out. That is one of the better heroes against the Lina. Once you get the Basher, once you have the BKB again on top of her, the Lina is going to be in trouble. But of course, it's going to have the Clockwork there to protect her. So right now for YNT, the question is, how do we deal with the Ursa? You want to get some heroes that maybe build into Yule Scepters. That would make a lot of sense. Yule Scepters and Force Staffs. Considering that they're both pretty good items in the current meta, I would not mind it. On the side of PuckChamp, what are you doing? You're protecting the Ursa with the bans. Viper, Veno, heroes like that are something that you just don't want to be facing. So we're probably going to be getting them out of the picture. YNT, they ban out the Centaur. Makes sense, given that they have the Rubik. Those two would be really good. They might even get rid of the Magnus. Malik has played the Magnus in the past. I don't remember. So many games have been played here in the past 3 weeks, and I'm getting it mixed up a lot with the
5 seconds remaining.
With the Division 1 as well. So PuckChamp, usually with the Rubik, they want to pair it up with a Tide. That has been their go-to. Against the Lina, actually, I'd like a Primal Beast, to be honest. That would be a pretty good one that PuckChamp does play. I guess Clockwork can be annoying for you. That's one of the other reasons that you pick him up. We have seen some Darkseers played with the Ursa and the Rubik, so that could be a good one for PuckChamp against the Lina. She's not that great playing against it. They will ban out the Magnus, even though PuckChamp, they haven't been playing it. Yeah, no Magnus. They haven't even been playing that much Rubik, to be honest. Okay, PuckChamp have played a Magnus at
10 seconds remaining.
their first game against
Radiant
Sigma. They
team
lost.
ban.
They didn't have a Rubik, though. They played a Magnus, Ember, and a Bloodseeker core trio. Okay. So, what's going to be the last ban? They banned out the Bat. They banned out the DP on the side of PuckChamp. Those are solid heroes against the Ursa, though the DP I don't
10
like as a ban, to be
remaining.
honest. Because Ursa is actually quite nice against the Death Prophet. The reason
5
he's nice,
seconds
Death Prophet
remaining.
hates playing against burst
Radiant
damage. Ursa
team
brings
pick.
just that.
Dire team
Ember.
pick.
Gets removed. There's an Enigma. Solid hero against the Ursa. The thing is, there is still a support to be picked here. You could go for something like a Dawnbreaker if you really want to counter the Enigma in lane, but I guess even the Rubik would be okay as a 5 with an Ursa if you want to go that
10
route and now pick up
seconds
a 4 and an offlaner. That would make a lot of sense considering that you're up
5
against the
seconds
Lina.
remaining.
So what's there for PuckChamp? You could go for a Doom to make sure that you can cancel the Black Hole. You could go for a Silencer. Something along those lines does make some sense too. Doom would be nice. So I haven't seen Malik play a lot of Doom. And Tidehunter, something that they've played the most. I don't like it here. The Darkseer, also not the biggest fan. You could pick like a Tusk Darkseer, a tiny Darkseer,
team pick.
not too bad. Doom, okay, that makes a lot of sense. They're gonna go for the Crystal Maiden. It's a hero against the Enigma. Makes sense for sure. I think you pick a tiny if you're YNT. First of all, it can go to the mid lane. It goes well with the clockwork in the map, but also it's the best position for it to lane with the
10
Enigma.
seconds
So
remaining.
I would take a tiny here. It also contributes a little bit in the damage
5
department.
seconds remaining.
Does give a good spell for the Rubik to steal, but a lot of heroes that you would pick here do contribute a lot of damage for Rubik to steal. So things that come to mind:
Dire
Snapfar,
team ban.
tiny, Tusk. Yeah, Tusk is the same thing as a tiny. Flexible can go mid as well. Now PuckChamp, they still might have to ban out the tiny just because of its potential. But this is a good game for a Tusk because the supports are so squishy and you have a Lina
10
on your side.
seconds
So once you
remaining.
have a strong tag team with that attack speed, you're just going to be crushing everyone. Even the
5
Ursa through the
seconds
Enrage, you know,
remaining.
with all of the damage resistance isn't going to be safe. I'm liking what YNT have. They actually have a pretty decent draft. Pretty good one. They have ways to deal with the Ursa. They don't care about his Enrage with the Black Hole. Doom could be a slight problem, but their synergy between the heroes is actually quite nice. I'm liking it. It actually makes a lot of sense. A lot of ways to cancel the CM ulti, which is also a big deal. You don't want her to be releasing that one when you're dealing physical damage. I'm liking it. The big team fight for PuckChamp, it's actually non-existent. And there isn't like a lot of mid heroes that you can pick that are going to be crushing the Tusk. I think this is more in PuckChamp's alley. Even though I like their previous draft, they are not known for being greedy.
Radiant
Right,
team
and we could see
ban.
that they had some issues there. Maybe banning out the
Dire
Zeus.
team ban.
Okay. Why didn't they ban out the Tiny? I wouldn't like a Tiny for PuckChamp. Even though burst damage is nice, how are you gonna find anyone? Like, you don't have any vision on PuckChamp, no night vision heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
There's a clockwork, there's Enigma Eidolons on the other side, a lot of things that can
5
potentially
seconds
cancel out your
remaining.
blink. Not sure. Not sure I would have liked that one. So what is left for Young G? He has played some DP in the past. Tower push. Would not hate
Radiant
it.
team ban.
I have to say that he has been very versatile. He has played even an Invoker. Not the biggest fan of the hero currently though. Lesh. I guess that would be a solid one against the Tusk,
10
but you
seconds
still don't really
remaining.
win the lane. Yeah, Lesh is something that he has played a lot.
5 seconds
So I would
remaining.
assume you ban out that one. They ban out the Snapfire on the side of PuckChamp,
Dire
thinking that
team
this
pick.
Tusk is gonna be a position 4. Might be the case. So PuckChamp, what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a Lesh? I'm I'm thinking Lesh is probably the one they got in for because they don't have any tower push. Yes, Ursa in the late game he does secure the objectives in terms of Roche,
Radiant team pick.
but his pushing power is very limited. They're gonna go for the Pango. Okay, that's a black hole counter, another one. Once you get the basher, you do cancel it out pretty much every single time. I'm okay with that one. Not 100% certain
remaining.
about this one, I have to say.
5 seconds
I would leave the
remaining.
Tusk in the mid lane. Tusk wins against the Pango. But what else goes well with the Enigma? The Snapfire was banned out. There's not really a lot of it. So that could be a problem, a laning partner for the Enigma. You could go for something like a Hoodwink. I wouldn't mind it, though the hero hasn't had good success. I think YNT has played a lot of Hoodwink. No, actually, a lot of Hoodwink was played against them. That would be a perfect Snapfire pick. Unfortunately, it's not there. Dawnbreaker. They've played a Dawnbreaker. I'd be okay with the Dawnbreaker, actually. Position 4. It does bring you damage. You can actually punish the CM in the lane. Stand your ground. Follow up stun for the Enigma. I wouldn't mind that one. Protect the Lina as well. Get an Axe in this one. It would be a bit greedy, but the Tusk actually fights a lot. They're gonna go for the Coddle. That should be a mid lane, right? This is looking like a good keeper game. Like, how do you catch a keeper? You don't catch a keeper. Man, I'm thinking this is gonna be a 2-0. I'm actually liking YNT's lineup quite a lot. I think they played it smart here. The catch from PuckChamp is not that great. It's actually non-existent. When you get 4 staffs, it counters everything. Young G is gonna have to perform miracles in this game. Of course, PuckChamp, I still see them as the better team. Their laning phase is actually quite strong. I think that is somewhere where they could thrive. But the thing is, your lanes are strong, right? But Yegor, he gets a very fast boots of travel and he's everywhere and he's just killing you. The supports are so low in terms of HP that they die. Even if they get raindrops, it is gonna be a tough one. So I'm gonna go for YNT. But I still think PuckChamp are the favorites. If they're gonna win this one, I assume it is going to be good laning stage. Survive the early mid game. Ursa gets farmed up and he crushes them, right? But overall, I'm loving what YNT have. They came to play today. They got really prepared for PuckChamp. Their bans are on point. Their picks are solid. They understand how to play Dota and what PuckChamp want to do. So I'm impressed. We'll see if this does work out. I'm really looking forward to a keeper light. We haven't seen too many of those in the Division 2. In Division 1, it started getting some love, but in Division 2 has been mostly forgotten. We've seen some position 4s as well. You know, we've seen some. I've seen one, I think, change the game with an Aghanim Scepter, which was very weird, but it can happen. It is something that can come in handy here for the side of YNT, though. That was the only Aghanim Scepter and the Coddle that I've seen in the past 2 years. So I'm really skeptical that we're going to be seeing it again. But yeah, YNT. I do like what they have. With that being said, our game is ready. And also, our sponsor is ready to give you this message.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600. Cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
So I went a little bit through the stats there. And Keeper has 100% win rate in Division 2. Yes, he has only been played in 3 games, so hasn't been played all that much. But when he was pulled out, it really did make an impact. PuckChamp, they want to start this game fast. Want to start it strong. Show their enemies what they're made of. Slayer is going to be playing the Tusk, so he's going to be laning with Lina. It is going to be a Clockwork with the Enigma. Makes sense. I mean, both the Clockwork and the Tusk can keep the Enigma safe from the Ursa, I guess. But Tusk has more kill potential with Alina with the tag team just because of the amazing attack speed.
30 seconds to
That's gonna be a dangerous one for the Doom. With the Doom, usually you're fine, you know, staying there, taking some damage. In this game, not gonna be easy. We saw PuckChamp, their faces. They are a little bit worried. They should be. Everyone expected this lineup, this team, to go back to Division 1. Well, Shigetsu, he just can't get a break. Every single time he's getting close to Division 1, when he's ready for it, well, it does not work out, even though he has been playing really good Dota. I'd say for the past year or so, it seems to not be good enough. Daniel, gonna be caught. Bignum comes over, and that's gonna be a first blood. He does have a Fade Bolt to reduce the damage, but he's actually taking a lot of it there. Doom gonna be going in. Daniel dropping low. A couple of more hits. One more. No, they need one more to hit him, but Bignum is fast enough. No, they need two. The tower armor, it is gonna be healing him enough, and he's gone. He actually does survive. Bignum takes a lot of damage. This is actually quite nice for PuckChamp. Of course, Malik, he cannot get close, knowing that there's 3 heroes here. But Daniel, he survives barely. We're going to be seeing now YNT again. They're not favored by EGB, but favored more than in the previous game. They've proved themselves.
No.
Now they have a pretty decent draft as well. Well, Tusk, burning from the Doom. He doesn't like... He doesn't like when it's hot, especially when you look at his clothes. This is quite bad, but he's gonna be laning with the Lina, so, and against the Doom. So that bottom lane, it's gonna be fiery for sure. On the top lane, it's gonna be a little bit more of a cool atmosphere here with the CM. And Daniel, he finally does drop down. He barely touched you. Getting the kill. Bignum being a bit overly aggressive there. He wants to apply as much pressure as he can before the CM is level 2. Once the CM is level 2, that is when things become dangerous. The Ursa is not the best carry to utilize that one, and very good positioning here for the creeps. So YNT are gonna be quite happy with how the lane is going. The Nye on the Eidolon not gonna be happening if Yark doesn't get that one. But creeps going into the tower. I guess PuckChamp want to apply pressure, but it's hard to do. So what you do in these kind of situations, you posture aggressively and you try to get the denies going in. Bignum blocking the caps, not allowing the pulls. That is the main thing. If you cannot pull against the Enigma, you will eventually lose the lane. In terms of experience, the Enigma will do better. And Crystal Maiden and Dirsa, these two, they like to kill. Well, probably not going to be happening way too much in this one. Mid lane, Yegor doing well. Of course, not going to be shutting down the Pango. No one does that. And it is going to be a Keeper Light who has his camps blocked. So he's really not going to be farming all that much. It's only one camp. And yeah, well, it's not very close to the lane. Keeper Light fell out of favor when they removed the small camps around the mid lane. But the hero is just very, very powerful still. So that's why he's still being played. People just needed to forget about that advantage that they would get from the small camps, and then just focus on what they have now. So being humble. 3 minutes into the game, we only have 1 kill, so no big actions happening around the map. Everyone is pretty much full HP. Surprises there. Getsu, he's farming relatively well. And they're not shutting down the Enigma, and Bignum is doing a really good job keeping the camps blocked. He has a sentry there, so till the end he cannot get a break. They found Malik, and they're with the tag team. Look at how much damage they're doing. Daniel, you're gonna be next. He has the lift now. And they just don't care. We got what we came for. We smacked down your buddy. We showed you who's boss. And these two, well, they're not to be taken lightly. That is a tag team with an overwhelming amount of attack speed. Just not a fair amount of damage, to be honest. Oh, Illuminate doesn't get the creep there. He was hoping for that one. Gonna be a bit annoyed for sure. But overall, you're fine there. So, top lane, Yugetsu still continuing to farm better than the Enigma. Not gonna be farming better than Lina. That's the nature of it. Lina is gonna be getting some kills. Level 3. Now the Eidolons are actually gonna become a problem. And not if we kill them first. They popped a glyph. Bottom lane Doom is again dying. Yeah, you cannot live through that one. It's just not fair. It's just not fair, the amount of damage these two do. And you have the snowball to get on top of him as well. This is why you put the Tusk with the Lina. The damage is gonna be something you can never live through. Pango is thinking about going towards the bottom lane. He wanted the The bounty rune, of course, it's not going to be there. Doom has to wait a little bit longer before he gets his TP. The thing is, as soon as he comes back, it isn't a guarantee that he's going to be getting out. You need to get good shards, tag team, smack him, smack him, smack him. If there's a lift from the Rubik, easy, just
Radiant's bottom tower
use the
is
snowball
under
and
attack.
get on top of the Doom again. Speaking of the Rubik, he's again getting low on the map. We'll be safe with the salve. The top lane, Bignum going on to till the end. Shigetsu just turns around. I don't think Bignum, this is what you want to happen. And one more swipe from the Ursa will get the kill till the end. Will most likely survive here. And a couple of more hits from the Eidolons, not going to be good enough. Shigetsu goes for a kill on Vierak, who plants down the tree. And that tree will be giving him life. Vierak, though, is that really gonna be the case? He's being chased down till the end, comes over, he's gonna be Malefice there, does go down to the crease, but look at all of those stacks on the Enigma. Wounds too deep, and Shigetsu gets a double. Overly aggressive from YNT, unnecessarily. And it will give very nice kills there to PuckChamp, getting them on the board. The double kill on an Ursa, who wants an early Battle Fury. Pango is gonna start to get ahead without the stacks. The Coddle just cannot compare. Rolling Thunder, not gonna be used. They're gonna get the Coddle onto the high ground. He has the cogs there, stopping him from getting out. He's gonna be healed up quite a lot. They need to save him, and with the snowball, will be able to do so for now. Get onto the high ground, but right into the arms of Young G. Is he gonna push him low ground? No, he gets pushed to the low ground, but immediately with a swashbuckler, he comes back, and Slayer, you're gonna be next with the shield crash. He gets 2. And that's gonna be another 2 kills for PuckChamp. Young G, he didn't get the kill until that last one. It was the tower, the creeps that finished him off. Fighting around the mid lane, it seems to have been a bad move for YNT. Very low amount of catch in PuckChamp, but once they do get on top of the Coddle, it's very hard to escape because you have a lot of lockdown, right? You don't have a lot of ways of getting on top of him, but once you do, actually becomes quite easy to play. Lina, go for the Doom, thinking about it. NEL is in the vicinity, he's gonna be caught. What are you to do here? Well, probably just die. Actually, they're gonna be slowed down by the seed shot. Okay, Rubik now is gonna be getting a Laguna Blade to the back, and that's gonna be a lot of heat there going the way of the poor Rubik. NEL will be taken down. Lina continuing to top the network charge, but the Pango is very close. Yegor finally gonna be getting some of his camps back, so can continue farming. Vierak, level 5, halfway to level 6. Shigetsu, he has this already, so the Enrage is at the ready. To use it if he needs to use it, he most definitely can. Smoke from PuckChamp, they have been scanned. Slayer pops the shards there. Young G cannot get over those. It'll take some time. Points in the tag team. If this Lina starts going ham, every single hero on the receiving end of that is going to be in trouble. Lucas is still staying even though the scan was used. Does he really think that he can get away from this one? Nice cogs on the top lane. Shigetsu has been caught. This is pretty bad for him. Going to be taking a lot of damage. Rolling Thunder being used. Lucas is going to be going down. The only thing that is going to make you feel better about this one is if the Ursa dies. But no, he's not going to die. He's going to kill. He's going to murder. Yegor comes over using the Blinding Light. Pushes the Ursa into the Illuminate. And he loses his life. At least something for YNT. But they're losing so much around the map. PuckChamp, they're not playing around. They're killing everybody. Doom going for a Midas. Malik has really had a bad game. You know what though? The Enigma has had a worse game. It looked there for a second like they were the ones that were gonna kill the Ursa. No enrage, inside of the cogs, surrounded by Eidolons, but they just don't have the damage. They needed the Coddle to come over, and Yegor a little bit too late there on the response. Ursa looking towards the Battle Fury. His items are looking quite solid. He has the broadsword. Didn't go for the Ring of Health, so he just wanted to go for it for the extra damage. Considering though against the Eidolons, you don't really get a lot of that damage in. It's you want the initial hit to do a lot for Kid Bignum. Look at how much damage he's taking, and Shigetsu is gonna get pushed back, but it doesn't matter. The zap on Bignum will still get the kill. Doom died on the bottom lane, so that is nice. But bullying the Doom isn't gonna win you this game. At some point, he's gonna get the blink. He's gonna get the Doom. He's gonna jump on your Enigma, and that's gonna be his job. Still, the game very equal. Currently slightly in favor of PuckChamp. Their Pango is doing really well considering that he was losing in the first couple of levels. It's not ideal. TP top from the clock. They still don't have level 6 yet. No black hole. And he's not gonna be getting it either. Young G coming for him and he's gonna run him down. But speaking of running down, this Illuminate is gonna be doing the same to the supports of PuckChamp till the end. be very careful. Another Illuminate is gonna be flying through. It does heal Big Num, gets till the end low, but he's still gonna survive. He's gonna be 2 for 1, and PuckChamp, they only lose the support while killing a core as well. This Enigma at this point should really be considered a core. It's really not looking good. Young G is crushing it. He is really crushing it. Talked about it. It needed to be a Young G show, and it is. Lucas doesn't have the boots, but he does have the Maelstrom, so the damage output from the Lina gonna start being quite high now. He's gonna have the farming potential. Keep her light, earn it ready. Next is gonna be the Spirit Vessel, but for now he does have the bots. So far so good for PuckChamp. They're keeping themselves in it. They need to be cool-headed if they want to go to Division 1. They need this victory. Player helping Lucas just do so much damage with the double damage. Whoever gets close is just gonna be absolutely demolished. Don't want to be on the receiving end of that though. Even without the double damage, the Doom dies easily. He's gonna get the Midas, and now his farm really begins. He does have level 6, but he hasn't skilled up the Doom. Enigma immediately skilled up the Black Hole. They would like to kill Shigetsu. The question is, will he really be able to? Also, you know, he used the Black Hole in this one. There's a good chance it's gonna be stolen. We're gonna be looking towards him. He has found to Illuminate there. Oh, Slayer. That's a lot of damage that you're taking. He's gonna go with the snowball there to the creeps, and we'll be fine. Shigetsu gonna be okay as well. No blinding light, no Illuminate is gonna be connecting on him. Yegor in a very aggressive position. Bignum, hookshot at the ready. Not gonna be attempting to go for it just yet. Till the end. I'm gonna be caught. Ursa, he would like to get in those. He just goes through the cost. Here comes the Illuminate. It's not gonna connect till the end. Is still alive. Bignum, I can't say the same for him. The Battery Assault will expire soon, and so will his life. And Young G will be the one to claim it. Comes over, tells the Ursa, I attack faster than you. And he gets it. They took the sentry down and immediately smoked up. I think that lingering vision might have saw this, but we'll see soon. Are YNT gonna be prepared for this one? We still haven't seen a tower fall. Scratch that. Vierk finally secures the one on the top lane. Till the end, there's gonna be Invis that breaks the smoke, but they will lose the ward because of coming in. Slayer wants the kill, has the punch there, and it will get it in the end. It is gonna come at the cost of Slayer, who is looking very much dead. The Fade Bolt, the kill secure from the Rubik, of course. He's gonna be using the Illuminate as well. Of course, it's not the one being stolen during Spirit form, so he cannot just use it without constantly channeling it. But this is a great spell for the Rubik. Rubik wants his spell, the one that he constantly has, either to be a mobility one or a farming one. And if it's a farming one, you stay on a lane, you get farm. If it's a mobility one, you're in the enemy's faces being annoying. Yegor gonna be caught here. Yeah, he has been found. They're gonna slow him down with Illuminate. He's gonna get the taste of his own medicine, jumping in with a Clockwork, trying to save him. And with the Doom, it is most definitely gonna be a kill. The deny comes out from Lucas, so Yegor is at least gonna die from the hands of his own team, and he does finish off his sister there. Lucas standing his ground, gets stunned up. They don't have anything else to fight this girl, and she's way too hot. Rubik is gonna be getting himself away from her. PuckChamp, they only lose the one they claim to. Of course, one of them is going to be a deny, but a kill is a kill. Shigetsu, Battle Fury, 14 minutes in. Given that he has a raid ban, this is actually a really good timing. Not perfect, but pretty solid. He did lose his life once. If he hadn't, then he would have had a 13-minute Battle Fury with the raid ban. The phase moves this way. It is still very, very good. He has a nice stack here. Just continue farming, and Ursa is gonna try to get towards the top of the network chart, but against the Lina, very, very hard. Level 1 shard stolen by the Rubik, so not ideal. He was much happier with the Illuminate. Gold lead for PuckChamp, it is there. Lina, though, is a problem. The gold lead is basically Doom versus the Enigma. So a hero that has a built-in Midas and a Midas versus a hero who has neither. Of course, that lead is going to continue growing. Plus YNT changed something in the game, and they're trying to do so right now. They're going for a smoke. They're not going to be looking towards the Roshi, though that is a objective they're probably going to be looking towards. At some point, you're up against the Ursa. You want to make sure
Radiant are scanning.
that he himself doesn't get
Radiant's
it.
bottom tower
That's the
is under attack.
that's the goal.
Radiant
Shigetsu.
structures are fortified.
Can get the tower down. Well, not that easy.
Dire's middle tower is
Not
under
that
attack.
easy, but after the glyph, it is gonna be
Radiant's bottom tower
the thing that he
Radiant's
claims, and
bottom tower
another
is
extra
fortified.
influx of gold for Dirsa. Still, Delina is 1,000 gold ahead. Hero farms insanely fast, but of course later on in the game, if Dirsa gets a good jump, Lina is gone. 4 staffs are going to be the next round of items. Yegor hasn't really performed too well on the keeper, I have to say. He has died twice. His mid lane didn't go so well. They blocked his camps. PuckChamp were ready. They knew how to play against this hero. And they did so properly. We're going to have a slight stalemate here. Farming for both teams. Lina
Radiant's
and the
middle tower
Ursa.
is under attack.
Still gonna be 1,000 gold apart in favor of the Lina. Big Num don't want to be there. The shards, well, not is gonna be keeping him in his cogs. He does go with it for the hook shot out. Not gonna be having that one for 60 seconds. Malik does have a BKB. He's not really gonna die. The
Dire's
solar
middle tower is under
solar,
attack.
solar bind, it will keep him in place. For some reason, I was thinking about a solar flare. No such spell in Dota. Rolling Thunder, Young G going forward. He's gonna have to go through the cogs, and exactly what he's gonna do, just jumps over them. Stolen Shards, gonna be keeping Big Num in place, and it is gonna be the Swashbuckler that gets the kill. Young G's on a mega kill streak, and is continuing to do well around the map. This guy has outperformed himself in this game for sure. It looked like they were gonna have some trouble finding kills, getting things done on the map, but yep, well, the Pango was not. The problem is, of course, you have the CM, you have the Rubik, you would potentially like to get more. These two supports aren't really going to be that useful later on. Rubik might versus the Enigma, but you can easily get deleted. You're up against the Clockwork, you're up against the Tusk, you're up against the Keeper. So very easy ways of resting people down. Chakra was stolen by the Rubik. That's nice for Young G as well. Double Swashbuckle. Well, good luck surviving that, but yep, this is the thing I was expecting to happen earlier on in the game, because you do have the tag team, you do have the Lina, you're playing against DRSA, you want this thing to fall. Not a lot of things to invade into the pit, especially with the Rolling Thunder not being up, and that's gonna be the first throw going into the hands of YNT. You take away from DRSA, you're very happy. Solar Bind onto the CM, till the end is looking very much dead there. Inside of the cogs, he's most likely gonna be dropping down. It is gonna be Lucas that gets the kill. He gets the Aegis, he gets the kill, he gets everything with the BKB. Lina, currently unstoppable. Let's see. PuckChamp, they're gonna try to do something. She gets it. He's not going in. They have the Doom. They have the BKB. The snowball save. He pops the BKB. A big mistake there from Lucas. He's gonna be doomed, but he still has the Aegis. Gonna turn around onto the Ursa, doing the damage. He gets his dropping low. She gets to. He's dead. Lucas gets it. He's still surviving. He has the mech up to him. He doesn't care if he loses the Aegis. The deny there from the Enigma. Really unnecessary because he still had that one. They lost 2 cores. They lost 1 support. And that 1 support is gonna die again. And guess what? Daniel, he has offered himself too. They have the 4 staff with the battery assault. He's not gonna move. He has the Malefice. He's just being mini-stunned all the time, which means that he's perma-stunned actually. And YNT, they get themselves a fight. They get themselves a victory. 5 heroes dead. Not gonna be a wipe. Everything used from PuckChamp, they gain nothing. YNT, they don't even use the black hole. They could just go for a fight yet again. Even if the Lina popped the BKB immediately was put into a snowball, he could have waited with the BKB, popped it after. It doesn't matter. Even with that small mistake, they win a fight. They will be losing the Aegis, so that's a big deal. But without the Doom, PuckChamp, they're gonna think twice before going into an engagement. YNT, that one. They're very happy, very proud of their achievements. Now they're only gonna be slightly ahead. Doom, close to the top of the network chart, of course. He was the only survivor of his team in the previous fight, so it does make sense that he's gonna be doing well. Got close to killing the Lina, this Doom. At some point, he's gonna need an Aghanim Scepter to prevent the Black Holes, to prevent the Snowball saves as well. What was stolen? This is gonna be the Chakra. The Doom is gonna be given some of the mana back. PuckChamp, they were ahead for the entirety of this game. Now, not the case any longer. It wasn't a big lead, but it was a lead nonetheless. Shigetsu, there's the BKB. Lina already has hers and is continuing to farm faster than Shigetsu. It's now level 15. Only the recipe needed. But we're seeing the CM just not contributing enough to these fights till the end. His time is gone. Laning phase, early mid game. This is where the CM shines. Now that's not going to be the case any longer. He's going to be happy if he can finish that 4-staff and just save his scores from the clockwork. Lucas Gleipnir is going to be next on the menu. I was thinking he goes for a Hurricane Pike now, to be honest. Like, I'm very surprised that he wants the Gleipnir. Yeah, there it is. He changes it. Good job, Lucas. Yeah, no way he won that. He actually finds the Grove Bow. That's quite nice. Probably the best item for the lean-up. I don't know if there's a tier 5 item. Maybe Mirror Shield you're going to be happier with. Guards going to fly out. They push them out with the cogs and the smoke from PuckChamp. Well, it is going to be find out. It still doesn't mean that it's going to be unsuccessful. Maybe they can find the right jump. Actually gets to use that right jump to just go back to farming. Yeah, it's night time where Shigetsu is. We're not going to be seeing that light from his window any longer. Why is that the case? It's half past 5. Maybe he just put the shades down. He's getting into his dark mode.
Radiant's middle tower is under
15
attack.
to 15, 20 minutes in. The team's evenly matched in this game number 2. In game number 1, at this point in the game, YNT were starting to gain some momentum. And after that, they won. See if that's going to be happening in this one. Bjark does have a Blink Dagger, so the Enigma Black Hole, it is quite dangerous. We still haven't seen a single one in the game, though. Of course, you don't want to give it to the Rubik. That is one of the biggest mistakes that you can make. But for now, you don't really have anything to stop it. You just need to find Rubik himself. Well, goodbye, CM. Just a matter of time before he dies. Gonna try to eat through the cogs in the end. We'll be dropping down Illuminate. Does way too much damage. Ursa does finish the BKB, so it is gonna be some space created. The gold is dead even. Like, literally, we're seeing it switch left, right there. 1 kill lead for YNT. This is the closest game that we've had so far today, in terms of 22 minutes into the game. I mean, because it doesn't get much closer to this, not that we have any big stomps today. Aced by Slayer. So where do you go with it? Thinking about going towards top. Does play some vision. They're preparing for the second Roche. That does make a lot of sense. If you kill the Pango, really there's nothing that PuckChamp can do around the pit. You have one target. Yegor. They're thinking of using the Black Hole onto, let's say, an Ursa on the bottom lane. Smoke from PuckChamp. What you're doing now is PuckChamp, you're making sure that you get some good vision out on the map before the next Roche, right? Because no one is going to expect this. If you get a kill, you get a kill. It doesn't really matter. It's more about good vision. And ideally, you would like this mid lane tower. So yeah, that's why they're going to be putting the ward there behind. No one is... most likely no one is going to be finding that one. So even if you don't get the tower down, which is going to be a big deal fighting into the Roche pit, because it's a big access point for YNT is that tower, at least you're going to be seeing them TP. Smoke is on the ground. They're like, are we being baited? Malik says, no, they just don't know what they're doing. I really don't know what that smoke on the ground was about. But PuckChamp were just given an extra smoke by their enemies. Could come into play. Could be something that doesn't matter still. Very weird thing just happened on the map. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Maybe if we're playing pubs and someone is ruining it. Rubik now has the blink as well, so that is a good way to steal the Black Hole. Actually, do a lot with it. Shigetsu. He knows. He knows. Even though he doesn't see, he knows, he feels that there is something wrong. Leon doesn't even finish off the TP.
Dire are scared.
They do have that nice ward there over the enemy secret shop from the side of YNT. We have had a really big stalemate right now. Everybody is afraid. PuckChamp, they know we lose this one, guys. We are probably not going to Division 1. It's going to be a disaster for them. These players, they believe they can do it. They believe they deserve it. For the past couple of series, they've been looking really well. But today against YNT, YNT are showing they came prepared. Allow them to have the Lina, who now has a double damage. And Lucas is ready to fight. He's ready to kill. Young G has been found. He's gonna be destroyed by the Lina and gone. And now Lina stands her ground, but actually is gonna be doomed without the BKB. They need a double 4-step. Stands her ground still and fights. Let's go. Doesn't really have much. It's gonna be a black hole onto the Rubik. The problem is that he's probably not gonna die inside of that one. He has been stolen. Then Daniel is gonna be using the green hole. No, he won't, because he'll go down. He does use it. He does get to pop it there, but in the end it doesn't change anything, and it is gonna be PuckChamp that lose the fight, lose 4 heroes. Ursa completely helpless to assist his team. This is Getsu.
Dire's top tower is under
It's gonna
attack.
be getting himself away there, but this is not looking good. Still, there isn't gonna be a Roche for quite some time, but that just gives some time for YNT to get their black hole back. It's a big deal. Of course, it does mean that there's gonna be Doom back. There's gonna be a freezing field back as well. It looked for a second good there for PuckChamp when they doomed the Lina without the BKB, but really, ultimately, it didn't change anything. Smoke is gonna be used. They're coming over. She gets who wants to fight. 9-second BKB. Yegor, is he gonna be jumped? It seems like no. Oh, he has a Lincoln Sphere 4-step to the low ground, but he is still caught. Actually, they're gonna turn around onto Lina. He pops the BKB. He has the Hurricane Pike. He's gonna be saved. The 4-steps are keeping them alive. Pango is very low. Yegor, he needs to live here. Healed up by the Illuminated. They're coming for him, and finally Shigetsu will finish the job. It's getting low, doesn't have the BKB. Shigetsu will pay with his sins. He goes for the enrage. You can throw a tantrum as much as you can, but you're gonna be caught. The snowball save out of the cogs immediately. They need someone to kill him, and the leader is gonna come over and zap, you're dead. And now they're gonna whip Danielle, and a couple of hits from Lucas to get him towards a godlike streak and a double kill. PuckChamp, man, they were actually lucky in that fight that Young G, he barely survived. He does save the gem there. Was bought the gem by the CM. So it could have been an even bigger disaster there for the side of PuckChamp. They lose 3, they get 1. But overall, it is not ideal. Lina got low, but such a good decision to go for the Hurricane Pike. Just some mobility items. Keep yourself safe. If the Lina is in a good position, you are winning a fight from YNT. Black Hole is going to be up in 60. Roshan 50. All of the spells are going to be available. That is going to be a fight for the Aegis, literally. Bignum. Bignum, we see you. Young G, he's just not as strong as he used to be. He's very low in terms of network. Slayer, gonna be using the shards there on the high ground. Young G threatening with the ulti, not gonna go for it. He does have the blink, can get himself to the low ground. With an arcane rune, he would love to use it, but they're gonna hold in ground for now on the side of YNT.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Blast Rig was found as well. That's another way to kite there. So he jumps in, Blast Rig pops. He's gonna be able to attack for a couple of seconds. Silver Edge done from Lina. Doesn't have a buyback for the Roche. Second Roche, very important. In terms of buybacks, probably a lot of them are gonna be saved. Tier 1 tower still there for YNT. This is a big one. Dire side should have a slight advantage before they start losing the map control to Radiant. Actually, they don't. They still have that ward behind the tower. Nice steal for the Rubik. So now they have a way to watch into the pit, to watch around the map as well. Okay. So the rocket flares are gonna be flying out left and right. They wait for this one to expire. They go for a smoke. Go in. If they don't catch the Lina, I would want to be in their skin. If they catch the Enigma, I wouldn't want to be in their skin either. They're under enemy vision. This might be good for PuckChamp. That ward that they placed so long ago could change everything. PuckChamp, they went for a smoke themselves. It is gonna break. Now they know where their enemies are. And it's gonna be Clockwork. That is caught. He does have a buyback. Is he gonna be using it? Yes, he does go for it immediately. Doom onto the Lina, but this popped the BKB. Now can he run away in time? Rolling Thunder going towards the low ground. They did kill the Tusk as well. He does have a buyback. Gonna be going for it. Lina gonna be slowed down with everything they have, and he does not have a way to come back into this game. He's gone, even with the 2 supports. Oh, you bought back. Yes, we do want an extra kill, and they will get down the 2 supports yet again, losing the Doom in the process, but no one really cares. Shigetsu gets a triple kill and is ready to go for the Roche. That is a 8-second BKB down the drain, but he gets so much done with it. Effectively 5 heroes dead for YNT. Black Hole still at the ready, but you cannot do anything with it. You need to have better positioning there on Lucas. But he didn't, and his team will pay the price. Roche gone. Ursa gets the shard as well. That is going to be a big one for sure. His Abyssal Blade is going to be finished off too. Of course, against the Lincoln Sphere, it's not going to be the easiest thing to make happen. But overall, it is a great item if you get on top of the Lina. She's not the one with the Lincolns. And finally, it is going to be Shigetsu that is stopping the network chart. The thing with YNT's lineup is you need good positioning. You make a mistake in positioning, you can be ahead, you're still gonna lose. PuckChamp, they had a better position that time around. They were on the high ground. That ward behind the tower, seeing the smoke, they knew everything. This might be enough to force out a game 3, which is what PuckChamp are looking for. They don't want to be losing this one 2-0. 30 minutes into the game, the goal lead is 5k. It is not insurmountable, but it puts PuckChamp in a comfortable enough position.
This'll come in handy.
Well done, Tunic on the Ursa, but he's going for a nullifier next. He wants to make sure those 4 staffs don't do anything. I really want to see Doom's items, because that Aghanims is going to be a big deal. If you don't have an Aghs, it's going to be a problem stopping the BKB Black Hole. You have the Rubik, but they also have a Lincolns as well. Blast Rig on the ground. Okay. We'll see if PuckChamp do pick that one up. The sword, won by Lucas. It's gonna be quite nice. Yegor doesn't want to give this tower away just yet. Mid lane tower, PuckChamp, that is the one that you should be gunning for. That mid lane tower really has been a pain in the backside for PuckChamp. No gem on YNT, and I think that's one of the main reasons why we saw PuckChamp do so well in the previous fight, because they had a gem and the enemies didn't. So good vision from YNT on the enemy side of the map, it wasn't allowed, whereas PuckChamp had good vision on the enemy side of the map. Yes, it was placed a long time before, but it is in a very open position where it's always going to be found. Enigma now wants the Lincoln Sphere. They're going to be putting it on him. Yegor wants to make sure that that black hole does come out, but always you can cancel it with the spell steal or with the doom, and just with the other make sure it goes nicely. All of the fights that YNT have won, it has been the Lina being defended. The last fight, that wasn't the case. God Doom left alone, and then you don't have the damage. Coddle coming towards the mid lane. The glyph will be used. They're still not giving this one up. Black Hole gonna be going into the backlines. He's got to, but the question is, do you have enough damage? They're surviving till the end. And Young G, they're still alive, not for long. He does finish him off. They did take down Diego. This is such a great initiation. Ursa with an enrage. It doesn't matter. Look at how much this Lina hurts. Now the enrage, it will be stopping, but there's also a Clockwork there who might keep you in play. Jump in onto the Lina, and that's gonna be a Doom. The thing is, who's gonna be doing the damage? I will. Sashiketsu goes in. You wanted me raw. The bear is mad. The bear is hungry. And he's gonna be getting the little girl there. Buyback from Young G. Coming back into the fight. That is gonna be a Clockwork Frozen until the end. Who survived through a black hole. He survived everything to tell the story. Maybe finally he's gonna give us some info. What is inside of it? But what is gonna be inside of the eyes of YNT's darkness and death, as they lose so much in this fight? And PuckChamp unfazed. They've only lost one hero. Young G immediately does buyback, and everyone else lives. It looked for a second like it was over, like PuckChamp have lost the fight. Nice jump from the Enigma, but without getting those kills immediately, without anyone getting into the back lines, it just was not enough. That is a huge fight. And it was a fight that YNT chose. They wanted to defend this tier 1 in the mid lane, and now they're gonna be regretting it. See for how long, actually? For now, it definitely will. Lina is no longer a match for the Ursa. Doom is working towards his Aghanim Scepter. That's gonna be a great item. No more black holes. Not gonna be a chance though. Dooming yourself sometimes can be a problem, but canceling a black hole with that one, that is very easy, and there's not gonna be any snowball saves either. Ursa decides, I don't want a nullifier. He went for an Aghanim, so now he can use his ulti in pretty much any situation. You don't have a lockdown really in which he won't be able to use that one. You need the silence, and you don't have that. So you need the stun and the silence, and then he cannot use it. In everything else, Ursa is able to use his ulti. So even inside of a black hole, he's probably gonna live. Doom Aghanims is gonna be coming out fairly soon. He has the Devour, he has the Midas as well. So the gold will be there for sure. I'm still kind of afraid for the supports of PuckChamp. They could die without getting anything off. But for now, the fights are going well for PuckChamp. It is still not over. They still haven't done it. They have to continue focusing. And Shigetsu, he has turned on the light. He's focused. Out of the dark. It feels like his lights there in the room are representing the current state of the game. He was in the dark. Or his state of the game. He was in the dark. He wasn't feeling well. Things were going bad. But then everything turned. The light at the end of the tunnel. And now everything is shining around him. Yeah, that's a nice story. Anyways, though. Let's see how much this Ursa with the Aghanims can do. I didn't see that for a long time, at least not being bought. Usually we see it being given to the Ursa from the Roche, third or the fourth one. This time around, he puts the emphasis on it. If you have the ulti, using it multiple times in the fight, it actually is possible. Only an 18-second cooldown, if I'm not mistaken. Player.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Not happy. Seeing him there like, ooh, not good. We had this game. It was going well, guys. What happened? But he shouldn't discuss it right now. One big thing that YNT did manage to do is get the gem. Is it a bit too late? Maybe. But at least you have it. Lina, Lincoln Sphere at the ready as well. Doom. He's gonna get that Aghanims just in time. When people are focusing on Lincoln Sphere, suddenly Ice Frog decides to add something to the game to make the Doom an even bigger nuisance. Swift blink on the Ursa. Malik. Yeah, well, poor guy. That's gonna be no buyback. So how do you actually fight without the Doom? That is the question. Is YNT gonna poke on the high ground here? They don't know the buyback status. So they can't really. Oh, Daniel, he gets his courier killed as well. Waiting for something there next to the Roche pit. Maybe for a point booster. Thinking about an Aghanims. We'll see. Halberd on Bignum. You need halberds. You need Yule scepters. Ursa needs to be kited. Any way possible. Four steps are nice. Obviously not good enough. Ursa does find the ninja gear. We all know what happens when some big bears learn martial arts. Different martial art, different type of bear. They can still be very dangerous. Actually, he doesn't want it. He's gonna stay with the Elven tunic. This makes sense with all of those attacks coming through. He wants the Aghanim's blessing as well. So I'm not sure what his 5th, 6th item is gonna be. Sorry, 6th, 7th. However you want to call it. We'll find out fairly soon. There's an Aeon disc on the Pango. So inside of the black hole, he's not going to be going down. Doom, no Aghanims just yet. But after the usage there of the Midas, he will have it. Now, it's a completely different scenario. Right? It is going to be a smoke being used by PuckChamp. That was... Oh, no, actually, that wasn't the smoke. That was just the Doom using the ninja gear. Gonna be using it into the backpack there. Aghanims at the ready on the Doom. He does have the shard as well. So the damage from the Infernal Blade, it's actually quite high. So let's really think about that blessing. But look at YNT in a smoke. Know where their enemies are roughly. They want to catch someone on the top lane with the islands being there. There's gonna have to be someone who reacts. Young G is the one with an A on this, so it's not easy to bring down. Almost impossible. Pops the Aeon Bisc, goes for the roll up, and immediately goes for the Rolling Thunder as well. Bignum is probably gonna be paying with his life because of this one. Blinding Light onto the Ursa. He immediately purchases it off. He understands 18 seconds of the 18 seconds of the cooldown. I don't really care. So they get a kill. Blinding Light not really a problem for the Ursa any longer. Coddle now has the BKB as well. And they're gonna be staying there. That's a stolen one. A stolen rocket flare. They jump in onto Lina, but they don't have the vision. The black hole into the backlines is gonna be a huge one, but there is no damage. There is literally no damage. They break the leeches. They caught the Enigma. The both of the supports, they live. Oh, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. That's such a huge one. Vierk was like, I got him. And is there anyone? I have no teammates. 1 versus 9, Vierk. That was amazing. Not amazing enough. He was the only one doing damage. Literally, there a couple of Illuminates went through, but in the end, not even the supports drop. The fight is not going to be looking good for YNT. Now they don't have the black hole for a Roche fight, and the Doom is going to be having his ulti in 40 seconds. Gem on the ground. Doom doesn't want it. Maybe he didn't see it. And so, Clockwork. He's sending the courier. Run, little froggy, run. Young G wants to slay it. He's afraid of frogs. Shigetsu goes into the pit. Roshi's afraid of bears, and for a good reason. Look at that one. It's gonna be a refresher for years, so you can have a double BKB if he wants to big them. He's just walking there. Just walking here. And now he has been spotted. What is this? They have developed my weapons as well, and now they will use them against me. And that's exactly what's gonna be happening. PuckChamp, they found him, and they'll take him down. 16,000 gold lead. Ursa, he's holding on to everything. Refresher, cheese, Aegis, everything is mine. This guy's a hoarder. Sometimes you just have to accept that you have a problem. Yegor wants to be able to kill that wave in the mid lane. He made a slight mistake, only killing 2 creeps. Bottom lane, he is gonna be on point at least. Ninja gear on the Doom. As the Blast Reed as well wants to have something to deal with the Lina.
Dire's bottom tower is
Damage
under attack.
from Lucas. It is starting to fade. It is no longer that dangerous. PuckChamp. They're in firm control of this game now. Still a tier 2 on the top lane.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Not for long. All of the outer towers of the map, they are gone. There is nowhere safe for each of the teams. Getsu continuing to farm.
Radiant's middle tower is under
PuckChamp. They're just looking so dominant at this point. Nullifier is gonna be the next one. That's gonna be his last item. He could change the boots, but Ursa usually does want to have the phase boots. Slayer. DP out. Okay, he's gonna be successful. They found in their last second. He blinks in as well. He's gonna get close to death too, and Daniel does steal the snowball, so there's gonna be a nice save there that PuckChamp actually have for themselves. If you're out of the black hole, you use the snowball over the black hole. Once you start rolling, you can start picking people up. So that's gonna be something that could come into play. Oh, look at Lucas. He has a rapier. He's ready to punch. He hasn't assembled it because if he gets caught, he doesn't want to die. Does get level 25. Overall, it's not that big of a deal. Doesn't change much in the game. Which is the left talent? Gonna be finding out. Is it the one that goes through BKB, or is it the one that?
And it's off.
Amazing what you found lying around.
The left one is, yeah, pure and pierces spell immunity. The other one is the minus cooldown. Doesn't even want to skill up the Dragon Slave more, because he knows that the will steal that one. If he does, level 25, he definitely could skill it up. Not gonna be happening. So 25,000 gold lead here for PuckChamp. They're looking very good in this one. The Ursa, almost 10k gold ahead of the Lina. Of course, Lucas, he has everything he needs. If he gets the positioning, still gonna be okay. He's gonna be crushing everyone. Also does have the Trickster's Cloak there on Lucas, so he's gonna have multiple ways to get himself away from a fight. Smoke into smoke, or smoke into a smoked Doom with a ninja gear, but he's gonna be getting himself away just in time. So that's not gonna be broken. I think YNT are gonna be happy with that one. They don't even know how happy they are, or should be. Alec, refresher at the ready. Double Doom is there. His blessing is coming as well. Who did they find? It's gonna be Young G trying to bob the A on this. Not gonna be happening. Doom gonna be used, looking towards the Clockwork, and that Clockwork will most definitely die. The rest of them should get themselves out. I'm not sure that the Tusk will be able to, but he seems to be okay. Immediately DPs towards the outpost in the bottom lane. There's not gonna be anyone to catch there. Lina already out, but Clockwork doesn't have a buyback. That is a big problem. I don't know if there's an Axe on Yegor. What I'm seeing currently shouldn't be. Malik, smoke gonna be broken. He does have a blink out, but he doesn't use it. And now he's gonna be caught there with a Hex. Yegor doesn't have an Agonist, but he has a Hex still. Rubik with a shard. Gonna be quite fine. Laguna Blade through the BKB. Goes through immediately. Does buyback. It's time to run away. But he's coming over. What do? We need something to stop him. And he is coming over with the Doom. The Enigma gone. Snowball will be used. That should be the Tusk falling through as well. Yegor pops the BKB. Should be enough to keep him alive. But in the end, you've lost 2. Buyback from the Doom. That's what it's gonna cost you. And also refresh a shard. So in the end, not the worst thing in the world for YNT. PuckChamp.
Tower is under attack.
Hold starts to diminish. Lina still hasn't finished off that rapier, and now he will. He understands they're coming for us. These rocket flares that have been stolen all the time by the Rubik, really posing a problem. Shigetsu, who needs to be careful. That Lina takes you down. He waits for the enrage to expire, and he gets himself up. He has it again and again and again, and the Nullifier now will be up. So getting herself away from the bear. Well, good luck. Lina, that's a lot of damage. 630, basically. 640, yeah, to be exact, precise.
This'll come in handy.
Let's see if it's gonna be enough. You have the damage, but do you have the survivability? Do you have the positioning? That's a completely different question that Lina will have to answer. Lucas, he has had some good positionings in this game. He has had some really bad ones. Which one he brings to the next fight could decide the fate of this game. Probably the fate of PuckChamp in terms of going to Division 1. Considering that it's between PuckChamp and Sigma YNT, well, YNT, the mother team, should be giving it their all to end it right here and now. There's always game 3, but you want to end it at this moment. Okay, the Infernal Blade now does so much damage that it's insane. Right? Once you use it, it just starts melting people. Roche could be up in a minute and 10. We are in for a long one here, guys. A long day for sure. I told you guys there's a chance that we see 9 games today, and if this goes to a game 3, we're already on a good path. It's gonna be at least 8 games for the entire day. 3 best of 3s. A lot of great Dota, a lot of excitement, a lot of fun. Octarine on the Rubik. He wants an A on disc as well. Wants to be able to survive through the black hole, whatever happens. That rocket flare. Clockwork. Putting his team in an uncomfortable position because the Rubik just is constantly spamming it with the Octarine core. He has the Octarine and the Psychic Headband. So it means that his range is insane. He can grab someone from afar, and not only that, he can take the black hole, steal it from very far away. Does VR have a Lincoln Sphere? I don't know. Coddle wants the Nocturne. I was thinking you get a Ags now, if you're the keeper. Might be a good idea. Lockrook wants the Ags as well. Wants to overclock a bit. He's like, this machine is not good enough. Kind of what we feel with our PCs when those new games come out. Just kidding. We all know that we only play one game. We only love one game. There's Dota Bignum staying under vision of the rocket flare. The PuckChamp, he thought he was baiting. Rockets coming in, and Bignum is like, yeah, they have produced more of those than I have. 50 seconds until the Roche spawns. That's gonna be the big fight. Eventually decides this game. There's still buybacks on both sides. The thing is, if YNT loses the fight, they're not gonna have the rapier any longer. Smoke from PuckChamp, they're going in. They wanna fight. They see you, Lucas. Get out of that one. That's exactly what he's gonna be doing. Even being on the high ground, it is not a safe position. They're going into vision. If they are looking at those trees, they're gonna know that someone just came up the high ground.
Dire are scanning.
As the smoke expires, YNT are gonna know exactly where their enemies are, but now they're playing around a completely different set of wards. Their ward in the triangle remains. Bignum, again, gonna be spotted by the rocket flare. Okay, finally, they're gonna be using the gem there. They ward the enemy triangle. They're the ones that hold the vision there. They know exactly where YNT are. But NEL should be losing the rocket flare fairly soon. So it's gonna be a bit different going forward. Close to Bignum. He wants it. It was stolen. It is going to be another rocket. They're jumping in onto Deer's ass. The BKB. The snowball saved. The enrage. Not going to be helping him too much, but he's going to be 2 supports. Delivered on a silver platter. They jump onto the Lina. He needs help. The force staff is going to be there, and they are not allowing her to move. There's the stolen hook shot. He knows every little trick that the Clockwork has. We're going to be using it now. The black hole will be used, but it has been stolen. So Danielle, he is just waiting for it. He needs to be targeted, but it doesn't really matter. He doesn't need to use it. They're going to win without it. The buybacks coming out from YNT, but they did lose the rapier, and now Ursa, his claws are even sharper than they used to be. The career of the Lina is like, that's my item. Not any longer. Shigetsu is worthy of it. She pulls it out of the ground. Now he's gonna be showing the true power of that big sword. Buyback from the Nympha coming through Shigetsu. He pumps the ulti. Doesn't care. The green hole immediately canceled out. It really doesn't matter. Just a couple of hits will be needed for the Lina to fall. And Yegor will go for a TP out. That's a dieback from the Lina. And a GG being called. We are going into a decider. We are going to game 3. PuckChamp. It was really close in this game for them, but at some point they broke it apart. The thing is, you're playing the Lina, you need good positioning. In Division 2, Lina hasn't been that great. And overall, in Eastern Europe, the Lina hasn't been that great, though it was mostly Namiga that dropped the games in Division 1. With that being said, guys, in this second series of the day, we are going to be having a decider. PuckChamp, they lost game number 1, but game number 2, they just went with Shigetsu's hero immediately. They allowed him to have all the farm, and he did not disappoint. This time around, Lucas, he's not going to be able with just good itemization to keep himself safe, even though I do like his itemization. His positioning in this game wasn't good enough for him to win. It was solid, but not good enough. In the end, it is going to be PuckChamp that get themselves the victory and force out a game number 3. With that being said, we are going to be going on to a short break in around 10-12 minutes. We're going to be coming back with more Dota here at the Eastern European DPC Division 2.